This is D-Link DIR819 dual band Wi-Fi router. This is probably the cheapest dual band Wi-Fi router right now available in India. In this video, I am going to give you a full review of this router. So let's get started. I have bought this product from Flipkart, and here you can see Flipkart package. They send it with the company branding. They do not use any external packet, and this is probably the cheapest dual band Wi-Fi router because this cost only 1300 rupees. Normally you will get 1600 rupees. I have bought with the HDFC Bank offer. That's why price is 1300 rupees. So that's why it is the cheapest dual band Wi-Fi router right now available in India. So this is Flipkart exclusive product, and you will get some quick start guide and as well as some warranty card. And the warranty purpose, you will get carry in service warranty of 3 years. So you will get 3 years brand coverage warranty from D-Link India. And this is totally made in China product. So if you are huge patriotic, leave that product. So let's move into the box. Here in the box you will get Wi-Fi router, and it has 3 antenna, and with that you will get some adapters and 1 meter LAN cable. So this YOLO LAN cable will be useful for setup purpose. So right now here you can see this is the physical overview of that dual band DIR819 router. So in the back side, first of option is there power button, and there is a input jack of 12 volt, and the left side there is a reset pin. You have to use some SIM injector or some life safety pin to reset the router, and there is a WPS button is there for the WPS pairing of device. YOLO one is the Ethernet or WAN port, and 4 LAN port is given there. So you can use 4 Ethernet connection, and in the top of this, one power indicator, one 2.4G normal Wi-Fi range, and one 5G and one internet LED will there, and one is the WPS. So the top there is some D-Link written there, and the model number is written there. And then other accessories, you can easily see the 1 meter Ethernet patch cord is given there, and also 12 volt 0.5 ampere a power socket is given there. And this is TNW, some other third-party company. So here you can see the speed problem. It will say 750, but it is not a 750 Mbps speed you will get in internet. It will get only 300 for normal router and over 433 on 5 GHz. So the 750 is not real. The WAN speed at 100 Mbps port is given there. So always check the WAN speed when you are going to buy any router. So it is 100 Mbps router. You cannot use any router beyond any internet plan beyond 100 Mbps. So this is not a gigabit router. Remember that thing. So by default there is a blank password is given there. You can log in easily by clicking the login button, and the IP address will be 192.168.0.1. You can change it after logging in. So I have already changed, so that's why now I'm logging in, and I'm going to show you how you can set up all the internet connection. In the top there you can see hardware version is A1, so firmware version is 1.06. so here is the setup window. It is the internet connection is there. In the bottom here you can say manually configure. So all the internet or WAN setting or the broadband setting will be provided by your local operator or broadband operator. So from there you can use the static IP or whatever PPOE, dynamic IP, anywhere whatever your broadband provider gives you, you have to use it here. So you can also clone Mac from your desktop or other old router, but you can also use anything whatever your provider is saying. In the wireless setting, go to the manual wireless network setup. This is the Wi-Fi setup. First of all, this is 2.4 GHz band is there. That means it is our normal Wi-Fi router or Wi-Fi hotspot. So here you can see all the thing is auto mode, or you can change the channel. It is recommended to keep it auto, or you can use 1, 6 and 11. These 3 channels only. These 3 channels will give you a great coverage and less signal loss. So other than, you can see there is a visibility status. That means if you use it invisible, that means your SSID will be hidden. That means hidden Wi-Fi network. From there you can do it. In the WPS setting, this is basically security or password section. You can use it auto, or you can use it WPS2 only, or you can check the group update. Everything is there. You can change and update thing, and there is a 2 times you have to set, because the next setting WPS thing you can give 2 different passwords for normal Wi-Fi and 5 GHz Wi-Fi, and you can give 2 different SSID name for the 5 GHz and 2.4 GHz, and you can give 2 separate password or same password of them. So that's a very simple setting of the Wi-Fi. So next setting is the router IP setting. So this is the router IP. You can change whatever you want. You can use the subnet marks, you can use the DHCP server range, everything you can set up. And the last option, you can change it to the repeater mode or router mode. So you have to set it to router mode to use it as a router, but if you are repeater mode, you can boost your existing Wi-Fi router signal. In the advanced tab, this is tab for the not only for the all users. If you are a good knowledge, if you have a good knowledge of networking, then you can tweak with some advanced panel. The most important setting in the advanced panel is the port forwarding. Port forwarding is the thing that you can open if your ISP supports. After that, you have to open corresponding thing like Xbox gaming or any other thing or any other particular port you can open, so that that port of your computer will be open and can be accessed through WAN. So this is the very security setting, and you have to do it if you have a good knowledge. Other than, you can see the QoS setting. This is quality of service. Here you can limit the bandwidth, uplink or download. You can limit bandwidth, and you can give some higher priority for some websites. Like if you are downloading something and you want to play games, then your game will be lagged, but if you set some setting, the game will be high priority. Then some website blocking is there. You can block some set particular website, like parental control you can use. There is a firewall setting, some the DMZ setting also provided by the game like Xbox gaming. So but the last option is there, this level of gateway setting, IPsec, PPOP, PPTP, everything have to be enabled if you want to use any kind of VPN. So there is a protected setting. Here you can see you can enable WPS and you can regenerate WPS pin, but I always disable it, and I also recommend you to disable it, because WPS is some kind of can be hacked your Wi-Fi using WPS configuration. So I am going to disable this WPS feature. Now next setting, here you can see the WAN ping is there, one port speed. This here you can see this is the 100 Mbps maximum WAN port. That means WAN or internet Ethernet port only capable of 100 Mbps. So you cannot use it more than 100 Mbps line, or you cannot use any kind of Gbps internet. So remember that thing. 750 Mbps router, the tagline is totally fake, totally false. Then another good feature is this guest Wi-Fi. Suppose you have some party or some guests come in your home and you do not want to share your original Wi-Fi password, just create a guest Wi-Fi temporarily hotspot and share that IP password, or you can make it open. Then or the guest or the outsider of your home can be access internet through this guest hotspot or access point. After that, your party or external outsider or whatever guest in your home goes out from your home, you can disable this guest. And the administration tool, here you can change the administration password, but you cannot change the admin user ID. So admin user ID is fixed here, but you can change the password. Most important thing, another is in the tool section to set the current time. Many websites sometimes does not open for having a wrong date and time fixed. To fix that, you have to enable this NTP and you have to choose the second server. The very bad thing is that this UI of D-Link does not allow you to manually put any NTP server. So they gave us 2 servers, you have to check the second server, and that's all. In the system setting, you can download the present configuration and you can save it to your computer. In the future, after resetting your router, you can easily import from the BIOS section. Just import that file and upload it. All the setting will be in previous state, just single click. Another thing is the important thing, firmware update. In the firmware update, if you check from here update, it will show some other update that is below the present version. So this is the bug of this system. You do not have to update in this way. You have to manually download the upgrade firmware file from the D-Link India website only. Don't use the global version, because this is an Indian variant. So you have to download Indian variant firmware file. From that I will give the official D-Link India link from the description. From there you go there, you just type your router model, and this is the 819A1, that's mean hardware version. After that there is 2 or 3 firmware will be showing, and the corresponding date will be showing. The most recent date is showing there, just click the green download button. After that around 6 or 7 MB a bin file or the firmware file will be downloaded to your desktop. After that you have to upload and upgrade the firmware. So this is the right way to upgrade the D-Link Wi-Fi, any D-Link Wi-Fi available in Indian variant. Do not burn the global variant. So after that, if you going to upload that file, it will show you that this supports only bin file. Another problem of their software or their website is that only DIR 819 have been downloaded. No extension is given there. You have to manually give the extension .bin, dir 819.bin. After that, again choose that .bin file and click upload. After you upload, here you can see it will say you around 2 minutes or 100 seconds it will reboot. Do not close that window, do not close internet, do not shut down your Wi-Fi router, just wait 2 minutes. After that it will automatically reboot it and redirect you to the login page. From there you can log in and your upgradation is successful. So after that login you can go to the firmware and can check. In the previous it was 2019 and right now it is the firmware time, it's showing 2020. That means we have successfully updated our firmware. So everything is done. So date and time is also working. It fetches the right date and time from the NTP server. So all the setting, internet connection, everything is done. Right now I'm going to check the speed of internet. Before checking the speed, right now I'm going to check iPerf. iPerf is a very handy tool to check the local area network capability speed. For that I have checked with 2.4 GHz connection. It will give around, in a mobile or anything desktop that is normal Wi-Fi, it will give only 50 Mbps around speed. And if you going to connect any 5 GHz device, it will give around 100 Mbps connection, and the LAN it will give around 100 Mbps. So it have to use within 100 Mbps internet plan. That's all. You cannot use more than 100 Mbps broadband line in this router. So here you can see I am going to use this plan. This is a 590 rupees and 60 Mbps line from Meghwala Broadband. So here you can see Meghwala Broadband. I am going to speed test. First of all I am going to test with Meghwala own server. That means it is expected to get around 60 Mbps speed of 60 Mbps plan because it is their own server. So let's see, ping time is very good, 2 milliseconds, that's very good. And here you can see the speed is coming, and I am using right now in my laptop using the LAN port. I do not use Wi-Fi because of this low speed. Here you can see speed is coming around 54 in the down, and the upload it will give also 55, 56. So right now our internet is working fine and I am going to get expected speed. That's all. Now the main thing, we have to change this server because this is the local city server. So right now I'm going to change it from India to Singapore. Let's see the foreign country how much speed my broadband is going to give. So speed is very low. When I switch back to the Singapore server, the speed you can see around 5-6 Mbps only, but the upload speed is very good according to the 60 Mbps plan. That means the high traffic or high users right now in the network, that's why the download speed is low. So right now I am going to change again the server from Singapore to London. So here you can see in the London server it will going to give you around 170 millisecond ping time. That is also very high according to the local city, but speed is also same like Singapore, around 5-6 Mbps only, and the upload is quite a bit good. So again the same thing, our line is good but huge traffic is there in the server or in the gateway of particular ISP, that's why getting the low download speed. Now time to change again the server. Right now I am going to test with New York. That means I am now going to test with USA. and it is going to give you speed around 15 or 20 Mbps, slightly better than other countries. So in the USA you will also get a good quality of speed, and the upload also going to get around 20 or 20 Mbps, what you can see right now in the screen. That's mean your ISP or my ISP may give good speed test in your local city but will give you low speed. Right now I'm going to test the torrent. Here I'm going to use some movie with high peering and seeds. Here you can see the speed is going to give you around 2 or 3 megabytes. That's mean our corresponding ISP speed will be around 25 to 30 Mbps. Torrenting speed, download speed I'm getting here in 60 Mbps line. So always torrent speed depends upon the series and leech. So I can say it's a good, and I'm not going to use normally BitTorrent, uTorrent because I'm now using Linux, so that's why I'm using some free Linux clients of torrent, and I'm going to get satisfactory torrent speed. So that's all in this video. I hope you found this video very helpful. If you found this video helpful, do like this video, share this video, and comment here if any question or doubt is there. And if you want to buy this particular router, I have give the Best Buy link in the description. You can buy it from there. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I'm going to meet you in my next video very soon. Till then, goodbye, take care.